Hi everyone. Up to now, we've spent a lot of time discussing presentation, how to make a presentation. So today, I would like to discuss the opening of a presentation. So we have, as I said, discussed many aspects. For example, the importance of body language. Remember, we spoke about the way you stand, how you use your hands.
It's almost like hand gestures underline or bold your words.
Okay.
So anytime you mention a number, you want to say 3, 4, 5, 10.
Right.
Always
Making eye contact, smiling. In addition, we've also talked about the PowerPoint itself. The PowerPoint, which would be your background, and the fact that you are the presentation and not the PowerPoint. We talked about the font size, the font style, the font color, the use of graphics, the use of graphs, and so on. And of course, we've also discussed the actual presentation itself, the introduction, the body of the presentation, as well as the closing. Well, if you recall, in the introduction, we spoke about the greeting, how to greet. We also spoke about how to introduce yourself. And then, of course, we have to come to how to introduce your topic. But before we get to that, it is important that at this point in time, you discuss or we discuss the aspect of opening a presentation. So up to now, you've worked very hard on your presentation. The important thing about the presentation is really the opening. This is where you get the opportunity to gain your audience, get them interested in what you want to say, and very, very, very important, make them want to listen to the rest of the presentation. To get to the body part of the presentation, you could use what is called the funnel approach, starting from the general and then moving to the more specific. So there are 5 parts to it. First, grab the audience's attention. Secondly, let the audience know how relevant the topic is to them. Then, get the audience to know why you are presenting this particular topic. Establish your credibility. Fourthly, show them the main idea of your topic. And then finally, give them a roadmap. Give them an outline of how this topic is going to develop. There are a number of attention grabbers. A quotation is one of them. It's easy to use. It is using someone else's words, somebody who has said it possibly better than what you would have or could have said it. So, there are a number of attention grabbers, and let's take the time to now discuss each one of them individually. Let's look at the presentation by a trainee. His presentation is on project management. In his case, he could have used a quotation by Winston Churchill, where Winston Churchill said, "Those who plan do better than those who do not plan, though they rarely stick to their plan." Not that I know anything or much about project management, but I guess that planning or being organized is at the heart of it. So, therefore, this type of quotation would really work for this presentation. Rhetorical questions is another attention grabber. In this case, it involves the audience a little bit more, in that you ask them a question which does not need to be answered on the spot. In fact, it doesn't have to be answered at all, but it gets the audience involved, it gets them thinking.
You really don't know who I am. Genie, wishes, lamb, none of that ringing a bell.
Hey, thought you could leave without saying goodbye.
Visual illustrations or visual aids is another attention grabber. You could, for example, bring a real object into the presentation and present it to the audience, and this would grab their attention. Or easier, perhaps, is to make a PowerPoint presentation, have a picture or an image for the audience to grab the attention. In this case, perhaps if it is an anti smoking campaign, this would really make an impact. During the first 20 or 30 seconds of the opening of your presentation, another way to grab your audience's attention could be by using a startling fact or statistic.
Sadly, in the next 18 minutes when I do our chat, 4 Americans that are alive will be dead through the food that they eat.
Finally, telling a story. Everybody loves a story, but do not make it a long-winded story. Keep it short, keep it brief. Tell the story that captures the essence of what your presentation is about. 30 seconds at best. A story could get them interested and get them waiting for what is still to come in your presentation. So, to summarize, gentlemen, the first 30 seconds of your presentation, the opening, is essential. It is the important part where you can grab your audience's attention. Now, you can also see that the work we've done on notes is important because it is not always possible to put everything on a slide. Some things you'll have to keep in your notes. So, bearing everything in mind, considering everything that we have discussed, including how to keep good notes, this will help you give a excellent presentation. I wish you good luck.